Hey guys, and welcome back to another Jurassic World video, and this video is all about gameplay tips, and hopefully this will help you to get through the game and stuff that at least I experienced to be stuck at and I didn't know what to do. And so hopefully this will help you to move forward into the game. My name is Delay Designer, and please make sure to subscribe if you want to see more Jurassic World videos and all of my other videos of Planet Coaster, of course, and other games I play at my channel. So let's move on to the first tip. These tips are not in a specific order. These are just all general tips and nothing is more important than the other one. So let's make sure that is clear to you guys. When you place shops, you need to make sure, like, we have this fast food building, and as you can see over here you have that dollar sign, and you can make sure that you can have like different types of things to sell. I don't really know if there is a difference for your star rating or anything if you choose the more expensive one. I have no idea if that is a thing, but make sure of course that you earn money because you have your running cost and you also have your total earnings per minute. But also make sure that you manage your staff. When you have more guests in your park, you can have, as you can see over here, this is the maximum amount, like 240 guests. But somewhere in the game, I think it was at Island 2 or 3, I noticed that my guest count, it was full. And if you manage your staff, you can make sure that more people can use this specific shop. Of course, your running costs will get higher, so you don't need to do this when I have like 83 guests in this thing. I don't need to have more staff in that one, but make sure you check that every once in a while for like every shop. It also counts for your gift shop and for your fossil shop and everything else. So make sure you pay attention to that because it does earn you more profit per minute. So the next tip, and I believe that was at island number 2, you will get your Tyrannosaurus Rex, or you get another dangerous species, and I can't really remember the name, but you will need to hatch that one in one of your recreation labs. And you will notice that they will break through the fence. So make sure, because at some point you don't really have the proper fence to use for that specific dinosaur. So make sure, like, as soon as you get that contract, you will sell your dinosaur. Don't be afraid to sell your dinosaurs when you completed a contract. You can also try to keep them in your fences if you make double fences, like you can see over here. So don't be afraid to sell them, and don't be afraid to put in more fences, so in order to complete your contract. So my next tip is about the Hammond creation lab. If you want to save money, like if you want to buy this one, it costs you 400,000. And as you can see over here, I did connect this one in between two other cages. I will call them cages. I think that is the most proper thing to say. Enclosures it is, right? So if you make sure that you have that Hammond creation lab right over here, you can release your dinosaurs in this area and just open one or two of the gates where you want them to go. They normally immediately go to the right area if you just open one fence, like you can see over here. If you don't want to do that, you can also just keep these closed and then tranquilize your animals, your dinosaurs, and then move them over to another area. So that is an easy way to save money with your Hammond creation labs. So in the beginning, when I was working with my rangers and my ACU and my helicopters, I always tend to click the ranger station and then click one of the vehicles. But you can also just click on the vehicle itself and then add a task. It saves you some clicks. It's a very easy tip, but you maybe already found it out, but if you didn't, then you know. The same counts for your ACU helicopter. You can just click the helicopter or get your transport team to click on the building itself. So sometimes your rangers do need to fix a lot of fences or need to resupply your herbivore feeders or your carnivore feeders, and it's easier for them if you would just put gates in between of your fences. So it's for them easier to go through it, go in and go out, and then go in and go out again. They will just use your shortcut. So sometimes I seriously get lost in like just playing and breeding the dinosaurs and fighting with them and that kind of stuff. And you're lost out of contracts. Well, not really lost, but they don't come in that often. So please just make sure, like at some point I really didn't had any digging site left, and I was like just waiting until something was unlocked, and I didn't realize that I had to do and keep on doing my contract. So make sure you always take new contracts over here. You can just request them over here if you don't have them, as I have right now, of course, and just keep on asking them so you can unlock more digging sites and go further into your game. So at some points in your game, you notice that you are bankrupt. Like your dinosaurs are escaping all the time and you just have no idea how to fix it and you don't have any money. There is a very handy tip to use for that. And what I would advise you to do is you go to a different island like this. When you are at your other island, just make sure you go to your expedition map and you go on an expedition like that, and then go back to the island you just came from. So then you are back at your island, and then you go to your fossil center when they get back from the expedition, of course, because you need to pay for the expedition. But I just sent them on an expedition at the other island, so the other island pays for the expedition. And once they get back, you only sell the things like this. And that one we can sell, and that one. So in that case, you can extract the DNA at your other island again and sell all the other stuff over here. So you earn that money on this island. And this can be very useful if you get out of money in some of the missions or some of your islands. So sometimes you will notice that some of your dinosaurs are super hard to satisfy, especially when you just incubated them and released them. And you notice that their comfort will go down very quickly because of their socialization and the population. Now, you can't see it in the beginning, so you need to breed your dinosaur first. But once you have done that, you can go to information, and then you can see how many dinosaurs of that specific species you need in your social group. So this one, the Triceratops, does need at least 1 and maximum of 6 to satisfy that social need. And the ideal population means that you can have like more different dinosaurs, but keep it a maximum of 16 dinosaurs to keep this specific dinosaurs happy. And that is different with every dinosaur you have. Like this one, for example, is starving, but we don't look at that. But this one does need a maximum of 15 of the same dinosaur in the group and an ideal population of 25. So make sure to check that information button as soon as you get that dinosaur for the first time to know what kind, how many of the same species they need. So sometimes you need to make sure you already incubated a few of them to see and release them, because else they will break out of your fences, and then, yeah, well, you know what happens then. So these are just a few tips I noticed that I think that are very useful for you guys to know when you start playing the game. Hopefully you like it. There are probably some more things I totally forgot. Please make sure to put them in the description, not in the description, in the comment section, to tell the other ones, because I think people can use your tips too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like at the video if you did like it. It really helps the channel, and subscribe of course if you already haven't, and there will be lots of more awesome gameplay of Jurassic World Evolution. I will be doing a big cage with all the herbivores and the carnivores, and to see how they will react when they are all in just one big space. And they will come at the channel of course, and we also will do some gameplay of a few islands. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is the Lady Designer, and I hope to see you in one of my next episodes. Bye guys.